and we're the
You see that as soon as you hit live, it went right back to that disabled. Because I guess you can't while you go live, you can't switch it as either one or the other.
So just leave it the way it is. Put it the other way.
No, it switched on its own as soon as you hit live. I'm looking. If you hit settings,
no, it switched was on its own.
Yeah, as soon as you hit go live, I saw it. I was looking at the settings. As soon as you hit go live, it shifted. So I guess for YouTube and all that,
it was disabled. Well, maybe that's the punishment then.
No, I think that's just the view. To be honest.
No, but the orientation settings are disabled. So I know it's the settings, but if it says disabled, then it's going to disable us too.
I don't think so. I think that's always there. I think that's just a view, like an image. It has nothing to do.
Because they got other new stuff on here too.
Yeah, they're getting really fancy. Can you hear us? She's saying we're back, but can you hear us? Test 1 2 1 2. Copy link.
Please note, recording settings are disabled while live. For each participant. I don't know.
I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, if she could hear us, she would have said something. You can't hear us. Can you hear us?
Orientation settings are disabled. Shift videos up.
Oh, she said yes. I can hear you. She said yes.
Oh, you can hear us?
She said yes. I can hear you. Oh, Lady Q got it on over here. So
yes. Oh. You can hear us? Oh.
Asha. Oh, she's on her YouTube. She thought it was her Facebook glitching. So she said, let me come on over to YouTube and see what this YouTube life is about.
Well, damn it.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.
All right. All right,
hold on, because now something said tap for sound.
Hey.
Yeah, that's why I told you tap, tap, tap in.
Tap,
now
tap,
I can't hear y'all.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Can y'all hear me?
I don't know what's going on with Nikki. But everybody else said we good.
Oh, we good now. Oh.
All right, Nikki.
I'm going to leave and come back and see if I tap for sound. Hold on.
Well, that means our guests might have issues. But Billy said we can hear us. Asha can hear us. Super said we good. See what happens when you don't give up?
You don't give up.
Never ever give up, people.
You know I'm in a whole different place. I'd have been left.
This
ain't even rubbed me the wrong way.
And Nikki still trying to help us out. We appreciate you, Nikki.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you the whole time.
See, when I was just in the waiting room, I heard like a little staticky, so I had some kind of sound.
Device. I think
now I don't hear nothing.
Because we heard Ashley could hear us, Miss Clark could hear us earlier. So I think
it might be Nikki's device. Sound did not come up again.
Yeah. She can't hear us.
All right, let me just kick Nikki out.
All right, well, we got a quick show. All right.
Thank you, Nikki.
All right. Thank you,
Nikki. Helping test.
All right, well.
I don't know where you go from here.
I don't know. I just know there's trouble in the waters. There's trouble in the waters, people. January's coming up, and the TikTok ban is coming up, and they got a new variation of TikTok. It's called Lemon 3. Probably shouldn't even be talking about that. People are putting that all over TikTok, and I realized why the ban is. The ban is the reason why they want TikTok. It ain't got nothing to do with security. There's just too many people they can't regulate. They can regulate us on here. And TikTok tries to throw a few regulations in there now and then. They try and act like they got parental guidance. You know, is that parent that just lets you drink a little bit of alcohol when you go over there and you're underage. They try and do a little something. And you know.
We are live. I'm changing the title because I had the title saying test.
So we know who the person. Listen, let's play this game that everybody plays. Poo poo. We know the pew pew, the pew pew person, Linguini. You call him Linguini. Everybody's exposing this. Everybody jumped on TikTok and said, "We don't believe you. You need more people." Yup, help me with my lip reading skills. Y'all,
Like, what is that? What did he say? Elephant juice. You know, that's how you should do it. It's elephant juice. I love
but
you.
everybody TikTok. I couldn't even. I had to put my phone down because it got out of control. Like it's
with the parent guy.
It's every race of people talking about it. Every
There's
race.
no way.
What?
There's absolutely no fucking way. You're gonna tell me that you get a firearm that's unregistered, silence it, go all the way to Manhattan to shoot a highly important and known CEO of a major healthcare company, hop on a bike after you shoot him and successfully take him out, escape, evade the authorities out of Manhattan, one of the most populated cities in the world. You hop on a bus or a fucking train, whatever. You make it home. You evade the authorities for 5 days. And then you go to a goddamn McDonald's, order a fucking Big Mac, and get snitched by some old lady serving fries.
Keep listening.
And the cops find you.
And what else?
With a fucking bag, with the murder weapon, the attached silencer, and a manifesto of how you wanted to take out the CEO of a major healthcare corporation. Just like that. You can go fuck yourselves with that one. I don't buy it. There's no fucking way. This kid is arguably the stupidest human being alive, which he's not because he was the valedictorian in his own fucking class. Or he is the biggest patsy in the history of conspiracy theories known to mankind. I don't buy it. And to the supposed lady that snitched on him, fuck you. Que te cago en ti.
Now you would it's weird how something like Linguini can bring people together because obviously he's Puerto Rican, but he ain't the only one.
That the man that you told us was a professional. This was a professional hit job. The man that y'all were not able to catch while he was in New York City. The man that was able to get away even though we are like in a surveillance state, okay? You are trying to tell me that that man was caught at a McDonald's and still had the mask, the jacket, the pew-pew, the pew-pew quieter, and the manifesto on him, on his person. He had all of those things still? You're really gonna try and tell me that because ain't no way. I am not a professional. I have never done anything like that, but I could tell you that none of that would be on my person. Not a single one. So why in the world would this man who got away, thwarted authorities the entire week, was just caught with all of that on him?
I said it.
Nobody believes this, people.
I said it didn't make sense. I said it. I said, wait, why wouldn't he DoorDash if that's the case? Like he really wanted a burger that bad. He wanted to go to McDonald's that bad. And then it still had a gun on him. Everyone know you break it up in parts. This piece gonna go in this river. This clip gonna go there. You break it down and you dismantle it. You don't. I'm just gonna keep the murder weapon on me. No, it didn't make sense. It really didn't. It did not make sense. I will say I'm not a big conspiracy guy though, but that didn't make sense.
I keep telling you, there's no conspiracy in the world anymore. The things that you know are reality now used to be conspiracies. 20 years ago, if they told you, in 20 years, you'll be able to talk to somebody on your phone. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. When we had two-way pages, if somebody told you, you would be able to literally call somebody and talk to them on the phone, you would laugh. They literally just, everything is playing in our faces.
Whose fault was it?
Stacey, we don't know.
Oh, we don't know with the audio. We just know it. After the fifth
that's what's wrong with black women.
They stay the one let it go. It's fixed. It's working.
You want to know whose fault it is? That is what's wrong with black women.
We're LaShawn at. LaShawn, you here? Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
Look, we back. We done got clips going.
We got clips going. And whose fault was it? Who cares? It was nobody's fault. We honestly don't even know how we fixed it.
You said that's what's wrong with black women now.
That's exactly the problem.
Oh God. Jay Black in this
Here we go. Jay
no,
Black in this
oh no. Well, that's what I heard. Allegedly, that's what you do, Billy. You break it down, but you don't keep the. If you committed a murder that you know the world is looking for you, they still have that on you. Is mine like it just does common sense.
At some point, Jay Black, and maybe it's better that you don't. I'm out the matrix. I don't believe none of this shit that's being told to us. I don't believe football. I don't believe any of it. Everything.
Then they said Monopoly money. McDonald's be doing a Monopoly game. So that's
they do
with Monopoly money in the backpack again going to McDonald's. And then they got pictures of him when he was younger with the Happy Meal box up to his face. I said, what? Maybe he really loves McDonald's.
It's nothing but a silly game that we're just all we are the stupid robots who watch it. Nobody. Yeah, nobody believes it.
Stacey, shut up. Yeah.
No, that's your issue right there, Stacey. Work on that.
Oh God. Right. Thanks. Allegedly. Yeah, it's all allegedly. That's what allegedly people do. That's what allegedly.
And it's all races of people. Don't nobody believe it.
The police have their suspect in the United Healthcare CEO shooting. Someone recognized him at McDonald's and called police. And when they got there and arrested him, they found a fake ID, a manifesto, and a gun.
A person
that he all brought with him to McDonald's. The same guy who plotted and successfully carried out the assassination of a health insurance CEO. The same guy who had the wherewithal to secure a fake ID for his travel and lodging to New York City so he couldn't be traced. The same guy whose only surveillance photo resembled every brown-haired frat guy tailgating at an SEC football game. The same guy who disappeared like a ghost, and all he had to do was dish the evidence and lay low. That guy decided to go to McDonald's, not drive through, go into McDonald's and sit down long enough to be recognized, have the police called, and get arrested. And on his person, at McDonald's, he had the fake ID he used to get travel and lodging to New York City, a manifesto against the United States healthcare system, and the murder weapon. How lucky is that?
Like, it don't make sense. Like, when you say it like that, it don't make sense. Brooklyn got jokes. We up, Brooklyn. We back.
We know we didn't call anybody. We don't even know what we really did. We pushed the button to do it in orientation and his family publicly apologized, but didn't turn him in. They knew it was him. They didn't know. We don't know nothing. People, the sooner y'all get to understand we don't know nothing. Monopoly money in his drop bag, in the park, and they found him at McDonald's. I don't know why he wants to get caught, but he's running. It's not him. And then the young boys was like, yo, he scheduled a YouTube post.
Yeah, he's saying somebody said it's scheduled. Y'all saying this means I got
none of this. When y'all get to realizing none of this is what it seems to be. We are just the little peasants who go to work every day. That's all we are. That's it. I mean, he couldn't go through the... No, because they had to catch somebody.
I was thinking DoorDash. Don't they just drop it off at your door and leave if you really want McDonald's?
Dog, there are tons of
ways to get McDonald's if you really want.
There are tons.
But if I'm on the run for murder, and like, I don't know if I'm worried about McDonald's.
Dog, if I guess you're that hungry,
you gotta eat. But
dog, there's tons of ways to get in and out of anywhere.
But anybody foolish even knows you're not keeping a murder weapon on. I watch Fatal Attraction a lot, and they burn the clothes, they drop it in the river, they do everything to get rid of all of the evidence to keep all of it on you. Allegedly, like that, something's not clicking. Could he be just mentally thrown off and mentally ill?
No,
like it just
that's
not,
what
like,
they want us
challenged?
to believe. Everybody's mentally thrown off. They want us to believe everybody's mentally thrown off. They want us to believe everything goes back to a simple. Doug, none of this is real. They know. The powers that be know. The cops who did this fake arrest don't even know. They have to get somebody. So what is it then, Mike? Do you think he's the guy? No. This is just the guy that 5 years from now, we'll never even know where he's at. We'll never even know what prison he goes to. It'll just be gone. Who watched drones fly and know why? Government knows and won't tell us a thing. The reason why they won't let people in certain parts of Antarctica. Dude is diabetic.
Oh, his sugar was low, Randall Rick said he had to get that Mickey D's.
Dog, he could go to 7-Eleven. He could have popped in a Wawa and got something and just paid it on his own. Or paid in cash and just been in and out. Diabetic. Dude. Like, so when y'all, this is the thing. When everybody just live your life in your little universe and stop trying to figure this stuff out. Y'all get pissed off at me when I say we had elections that both parties said the other party stole the election. That's how much they play in our face. And then they both accused each other of stealing elections and then had another election like nothing ever happened. And never brought it up during the debates. Y'all remember they caught the Facebook Live killer because he went to Mickey D's. Well, Mickey D's will kill you, but, you know. Hey.
I don't get it. I just don't. Even Orlando Brown, like anybody that's not even like, everyone knows, get rid of, like, no, you're not keeping that on you. You're not keeping no evidence on you of any crime or anything. Oh. If it's cheating, you're deleting it, delete it. So if you in your text message, like, everyone knows, get rid of whatever evidence you have.
A genius is somebody who's mastered common sense. They have made us doubt our common sense forever. And I'm telling you, this is why the tiki-taki has to go. This is why the tiki-taki has to go. This is why they want it, because they've got their fingerprints on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all. And tiki-taki can do whatever they want.
No, them eyebrows is thick though, Miss Clark. Pause. I think he would have stood out. Them eyebrows. I'm thinking he could at least shave his eyebrows down. She said she wouldn't have recognized. Would you have recognized them?
No, I wouldn't have recognized. But let me tell you how ridiculous. Let's go back to common sense. United Healthcare made $100 billion. The reward in New York, you know how high the reward got to find them?
How?
$50,000.
50 grand. So the person that called,
the company made $100 billion. $50,000 to that company literally ain't a penny. This is why I can't get emotional over this stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Sure thing.
I guess that's his mugshot. I don't get it.
Y'all will be gone just like
I thought this
alleged assassination. Thank you.
I thought that we
know that didn't happen. We know that didn't happen.
The guy on the roof never found out who his family was. They didn't interview.
We don't know nothing.
Usually they talk to your childhood, your high school sweetheart.
There's a documentary that would be out. There'd be an hour-long thing about his whole. Back in the 80s, there'd be a whole ABC, NBC would have a whole special news just about what went on.
The shooter,
when John Hinckley tried to shoot Ronald Reagan, and he did shoot him, didn't try, and he hit the body the security people. I forget what they're called now. We knew all about John Hinckley, his obsession with Jodie Foster. We knew about the Brady law that came, the gun law that came afterwards. We knew what the president had said to the surgeon when he went in. True story. There was some joke Ronald Reagan had made and all this other stuff. We don't know nothing. Yeah, and they know in the news cycle, all they're going to do is tell us when he goes to court. Then they're going to tell us what he's found.
Less
before, because they know we're going to move on.
Move on. Yeah, disappear like the monkeypox. Yeah, the Trump guy, that shooter, that story is gone.
Dog,
nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. We've been dumbed down to zero. Just be happy.
And they wasn't gonna stop till they got him, because that's what I said. Oh, this is gonna be the first time.
But they can't stop. They can't stop because if he gets away, they're scared of what the example is that you can do this now and you can get away with it. That's why I had the problem with people falling in some type of social love with this dude, because although I understand why we hate health insurance, although I understand how diabolical and disgusting they are, you can't allow people to do this, because what if they decide they don't like something else?
Mm-hmm.
And you happen to be something else.
Mm. Yeah,
what if they decide that? And if y'all think I'm playing about what if you decide that, let me give you something that's happening in Missouri. To my girl, Shay Moore actually put this story out in Missouri. Okay. Listen to this.
David Gregory is a Missouri lawmaker who has pre-filed legislation that would make it legal for Missouri residents to round up undocumented people that they think is undocumented and receive $1,000 bounty for doing so. This is such a problematic law. I'm super concerned about what could possibly happen in the streets of Missouri. 913-933-1.
So if you think
I think this person
somebody
is illegal. I get a stack.
If you think, because if that's the case, when I go to work today, I can make about $10,000.
Broken English right there. That's a sign. That's a clue. That's a blue.
Every race of people comes into my job. But this is why when America starts falling in love with this person and it's like, you don't want this to become that. I understand that when I've done, what's the name was on here arguing with me about health insurance and universal health care. Do you know doctors are against health insurance?
Because it's hurting their pockets. They're affecting their money.
Doctors fought against HMOs in the beginning, in the 80s.
Which is stupid. They're getting paid regardless, right? So what would it matter?
No, they're doctors who are not getting the money that y'all think they're getting. The health insurance had even got in their pockets. But anyway, truth be told, I'm just saying you can't start going yay for this, because when you go yay for this, it's only a matter of time before this happens to someone who represents something that you believe in.
Homeland Security.
And ISIS have been hanging out at my local Home Depot for weeks, taking pictures of Latinos. Yeah, because they're the only immigrants here illegally.
It's the ones that be at Home Depot looking for work.
It's not nobody from the European countries who are illegally here, even though I see them every day. First round illegals, then fill in the blanks. Listen.
Who's up next? Slippery slope, she says. Slippery slope.
They're not making much. They be like, that's why they take on so many clients and double book. They double book, and they got doctors now, stories taking payday loans out. Now you're gonna say that's because they didn't budget their money. No, they're in bad shape too. Like I said, they're getting pimped like we are getting pimped. You can get pimped and make $300,000 a year. Trust.
So we selling it on it. We think the story is fake. We think that
it's absolutely, it's bogus. And this is what I try to tell you.
What part is bogus though? Because he clearly murdered. Somebody got murdered. Clearly,
that's it. It's the only reality. That's where reality leaves. That's it. We'll never know the real reason. We'll never know who got it done. We'll never know.
We do think it's him, right? We saw the thick eyebrows, right?
I have no idea if that is him. The first picture I ever saw, this is all I saw of his face. Then all of a sudden, a picture of his full face came out a few days later. Chances are this ain't even the dude. We'll never know why that CEO was really his life was taken. We'll never know.
Shaved them eyebrows. That's a dead giveaway.
No, there's a ton of people with thick eyebrows.
But yeah. She said, what's fake? So explain what's fake, Mike.
We will never really know why the CEO was taken out. We'll never know the reason why the person did this. We're not going to know this. Because if they don't know, then they got to put something together. And if they do know, they got to put something together. So they can have a story to tell us so we can be happily ever after. This is what happened.
I do want to ask him, why did he keep the murder weapon on him? Like that's very intriguing to me. You on the run for a couple days.
I bet you there won't be any cameras in this courtroom. I bet you they won't be they won't be broadcasted live from inside the courtroom showing the proceedings.
And they said it was a ghost, pure. So he pieced it together and.
But everybody will have their opinion on what happened. We ain't never gonna know what really happened.
Yeah, we ain't gonna never really know deep down. I guess we were just glad he got caught, right? We were glad.
There are people who have spent their lives explaining to America about the tragedy that happened in New York in September. They've had proof. They've had Yale, Harvard scientists saying it's impossible. Nobody wants to hear it because we like what we like. Nobody, we're just human beings. We just go like, no, we don't want to know. We don't want to know. We don't want to know. And even the facts don't mean nothing to us no more. Facts don't even mean nothing. Somebody's like, yo, this is it. And they go, nah. Yo, just enjoy, just find happiness in every day. Just find happiness.
Yeah. Yeah, he got the picture. Oh, that's the picture with him with his McDonald's. He liked McDonald's. He liked his Happy Meal.
What are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds?
He's flexing with a shirt off.
This is all bizarre. This is all bizarre. We ain't even got time to get into the bizarreness that's happening with Jay-Z. We don't even have time to get in to what's about to happen. No segue to another world. The smile matches. What assassin takes off his mask and smile at a woman so everyone can see your face while everything he did prior was to stay
incognito.
Who knows? None of this makes any sense.
Smile at Shorty. Ever let her see my teeth, my pearly whites?
None of this makes any sense. The Jay-Z situation is going to get so ugly. When I told y'all that his last album was his last album, when I tell you, because we ain't got a whole bunch of time to get into everything that's about to go down, everything, our whole 90s era, just light it on fire, y'all. Just light it. Just light it up. Light it up. Because when I tell you, and I'm not saying this in a happy way, and I heard Ebro and Peter Rosenberg talking how that's the problem with black people. They want to take down. They're so happy to see Jay-Z fall. No. I know they are people like that. But y'all gotta start, we gotta start addressing what we do. What actually goes down that everybody in the industry was aware of.
Wait, your position is not of one of out of nowhere you're editing this wait, so you believe, like, because any allegation is an allegation. So you're not one to give him credit, the doubt or whatever, reasonable doubt.
I will give you this. In 6 months, you will have a whole different story. That's why I'm not jumping out the window for these people.
It ain't jumping out the window. I'm not basing it off the facts. The facts is this was something that was filed back in October, and now you're revising it and want to add people. We're bringing people to the party that wasn't initially brought to the party, and you don't want to get them prosecuted. You only want to go civilly just to get paid and try to settle for money. If you really want, I don't know, and you believe, so you're thinking that it's true. Is what I'm getting.
I don't know if it's true or not, but you don't know if it's true or not either. That's why I'm not taking either one of their sides. Because I don't care if he's a great rapper. I don't know which side is real. But I tell you what, it's funny how we've all come to go like, yeah, Diddy parties. We've all come to grips with that. We've all come to grips with, yeah, he did this, he did that, da-da-da-da-da-da. But our final hope is that, yeah, but for some reason, people are like, no, but Jay-Z, even though brunches,
he's trafficking,
toasting up,
racketeering.
Okay. I'm just on. Y'all not gonna get me out here to start blaming the black community on, oh, they were so thirsty to see him come down. No, they were in whatever they were involved in. They knew as celebrities, when it comes out, people are thirsty for it because that's what we were trained to do, to be thirsty for they were thirsty for our attention because it made them billions.
The rumor's been around though.
So don't get me with this whole like.
So Mike think it was a 12, 13-year-old at the after party. Okay. And then they were running trains on it. Okay.
You can try all that spin. Mike said,
no, I'm just trying to. I'm reality.
Said, I'm not picking any side. All I'm not doing is I'm not repping and putting this whole defense mechanism up for somebody because they're a great rapper.
I just don't want nobody to come out and say Michael Sean did something to me back in 1998, and then everybody turn their back on Mike without, and you like, come on. And did you love his statement though? Did you his J Ho's response? Did it check all the boxes?
No, because it's easy to talk tough because you know they can't do a criminal case because of statute of limitation. So it's easy to talk tough.
No, it's not. They said it's 30 years of statute of limitation.
No, they said it already passed the statute of limitations.
Oh, I thought they said 30 years. I could be wrong. Because 30 ain't it. Because if that was what they said, 2000, it's only been 24.
Listen, but my whole point to this whole topic was stop blaming everybody. Oh, I see people just couldn't wait for this. This is something that's been part of celebrity forever. When the blow up happens, we become obsessed with somebody. When the downfall happens, we become equally as obsessed with somebody. That's been the game plan forever. And it ain't just Black, Latinos. It's Harvey Weinstein. When he was popping, everybody in Hollywood was kissing his cheek, including Oprah. Michelle Obama was shouting him out in speeches. Everybody. And then when the downfall came, everybody paid the attention. Y'all not going to get me trying to be, oh, this is horrible with it. I don't know. And you don't know either. And the only reason a lot of people want to say it is because he's a great rapper.
There is a code. Ho said he grew up in is there codes and women and babies and man.
Where was that code with Foxy Brown? That's what I want to know.
And that's proven. So Foxy said I was underage and I was we all going more alleged on top of alleged on top of alleged.
Where was the code we're working with R. Kelly? Where was the code then? Where was the code when you wanted to go on tour with him and make an album with him?
I respect how Ho responded, and I respect the fact that he responded quickly and thoroughly, which is not his normal thing that he does.
I just want to know, but I want to know your answer to the question. Where was the code when you were working with R. Kelly?
Me working with you?
Yeah, making an album with somebody who everybody knew.
He's talking about his code of at his age, he's not messing with no 12 and 13-year-old kids.
But where was the code when
that's the code? Is you what you do, your actions.
Okay, so explain the Foxy Brown thing then.
Like I said, I don't know if all that Foxy is true. I haven't heard Foxy say, yeah, I was 16 and he was what 20. Like, what is the age difference between them anyway?
Oh, Jay was wild older than everybody. But anyway, listen.
Foxy
all
Brown
the statements, once again, all the statements going back and forth. Let's see him go to court. Do I think the lawyer is a dude who's capitalizing? Absolutely. But that's a whole nother world that goes on over there.
9-year age difference between Foxy and Jay. So I don't know what age, if they were together at what age. So it's 9 years difference. Foxy, Aaliyah, Beyonce. And the people trying to say he's messing with Beyonce. She didn't know Beyonce was 20. Everybody want to spin a narrative. I think it is. I feel like it's a money witch hunt. I think it is. It's a money grab. It definitely sounds like a money grab.
It's a money grab, but I want you, and you're not going to answer because that's what you do. You know, at some point, Diddy was next to Jay-Z when this trifling shit was going down.
I don't know, and you don't know, as you say.
If you had to bet, if you had no choice, but never mind, because you're not going to answer.
No, I can say, yo, I've been with people that, yo, you're wild and I'm out. I don't know what's going on, but I'm out. I can see that. I can say, yo, you're a wild boy. You're about this is about to go left.
Okay. All right.
We all been around people that we saw the iceberg coming. We know how this is about to go crazy. We dip out. As soon as we see certain things, we would dip out certain scenarios because we see where things are going.
Okay.
But potentially can go.
Yeah, he dipped out. Okay. All right. Hey, I hope the truth sets everybody free. They were doing wild things more than Tone Loc. We all know it.
Just don't be fake allegations. Somebody put something on me. I would feel horrible if you believed it. Like it didn't say, nah, let me give Jay the opportunity to defend himself. I can't defend myself. I don't even know who you is. Somebody said Mike did something to you. How can you say, like,
hey,
you know your character? You ain't knocking down 12 and 13-year-olds in your 30s. So it's like, wait a minute. Nah, I know I ain't do that. That ain't me. So I gotta believe you.
So everybody went to the free calls and they left early. Okay, cool. All right. I mean, hey,
the truth will come out. I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay. But see, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just sitting there going like, hey.
Because the NFL fans are now trying to say disassociate yourself with Jay-Z and the Super Bowl halftime. I heard 50 said is this halftime show still gonna happen? No, so a lot of fans are trying to call for Jay to be removed or the sponsor to get rid of him and not do this. That's just mind-blowing off of somebody saying you did something. Now your livelihood could be completely shifted. Now the public opinion is out. All of this because of one person saying Michael Shorn did something to me.
It's not one person. It's not one person.
I thought that's
the world that they were living in, if you want it, hey, that is your right. I'm not saying you're wrong. If you believe that this is all Diddy, that this is just Diddy.
Racketeering. What Diddy's been charged with? Is racketeering, right? Sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
So now we including Jay-Z and sex.
No, it's just Diddy. It's just.
Well, that's what they did. They added Jay Hove to the lawsuit allegedly, right? That's what they supposedly did. So he's supposed to be a part of the racketeering and sex trafficking. That's what Hove is accused, because that's what Diddy's accused of.
Okay, but it's not. It's just him. And I don't want to see anybody innocent brought down. But my back to my point is, this is what it is in history of celebrity. When people are like, yeah, I feel so bad because I hate you people who just are so hungry to see somebody go down. People, it's been like that forever.
They want to build you up to see you fall.
When you make the billions off the obsession, you are cool with the obsession. But there's a flip side to the obsession. When somebody hears something, they go, oh my God. But JB, that has not been a part of your past character. It's absolutely been a part of theirs.
Do we really know? I guess you're going with the whole, if the Aaliyah thing is true, if the Foxy Brown thing is true, like if there's evidence, we're still speculating.
Okay.
That's what my thought is. I would hate to be accused of something I didn't do. It would, like, that's how I put myself in that person's shoes. Let me defend myself.
Okay. That's why RICO charges are so volatile. Everybody gets hit with the prison time. That's offense.
They finna tell. I guess they finna
tell.
They're gonna be talking.
I don't wish nobody who's innocent to be thrown in anything.
And now Blue Ivy is, like you said, now my daughter got to answer questions. Yo, your dad was running trains with Diddy with 12-year-olds, 13. Like that's crazy. Imagine Monty got to answer those questions. The twins, yo, I heard Mike was, yeah, your dad was doing this. And you know you didn't do it, Mike, but your daughter asks you, Pops, that's what we do? So when you was 30, you was knocking down, you running trains, drugging 12 and 13-year-olds after parties, MTV after parties. And you like, absolutely, I did not. Now you defending yourself to your little child. That's cool too, Mike? You cool with that?
Are you cool with trying to make yourself believe that none of this could be true?
I'm taking it for face value, and what like I should talk about character. I don't know Hove's character. I mean, what we met him. I met him 2 or 3 times. I don't know that man's character outside of.
I don't know his character either.
You know, so I don't know, but it's hard for me to believe. I will say that is a 12 and 13-year-old at an MTV after party, and Diddy and Jay Hove is doping them up and running trains on them. It's hard. For
it's just Diddy, because that's already been almost damn near proven what was in the drinks. But I mean, hey, I don't wish this. I don't wish anybody innocent.
Let that man have his day in court. Let him. I love his. If he didn't respond, we why you ain't saying nothing? You don't let people. He came out quick like Nick Cannon with that Orlando Brown. I did not get that man fellatio. Hove spoke up quick. Take this statement. Let it be known. This ain't true. This ain't who I am. This ain't my character. And anyone that's like that should be under the jail. Shouldn't they? Don't you agree? Let's go prosecute criminally. I was like, yes, Hove. Talk that talk. I ain't worried. He like, hey, I'm standing. If I know I'm innocent, that's how you respond when you know you're innocent.
But I agree.
You try to spin the narrative, put Hove like he did something without knowing. Let that man defend himself.
Hey, let the truth come out.
And I think the court of public opinion agrees that after that statement, I think I'm not seeing the comments saying, oh, no, he did it, like how they did with Diddy.
That statement has been, we ain't got enough time. The statement has been broken down. The statement was more, not I didn't do it. The statement was more attacking the lawyer. And the lawyer responded. And listen, I'm not on anybody's side because I don't know. But I am not going to be the one putting a cape on for any of these folks who live in a world of disgust. And that's what it is. I'm not.
We all got to pass if that's the case.
No, we all got to pass, but we all know that this world that is going on in entertainment business is being exposed brick by brick. He's been celebrity in her lawsuit, but they tried to intimidate her. So she said, no, put his name.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I guess they were doing some intimidating tactics, allegedly. And then I said, oh, really? You want to be investigating doing this? Yo, revise that and add Sean Carter on that list. So that's what allegedly is why he got added. So I wasn't going to tell before because I only wanted Diddy money. But now I want some of that Hove money. I want some of that Beyonce money too.
Well, somebody is trying to intimidate you. So that's what Jay-Z had responded.
I was a 13-year-old at an MTV after party. Like, could you imagine? You're seventh and eighth grader.
Yeah.
That's what you are. You're in 12, 13, you're in the 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
And you go into the MTV after party with all these adults by yourself. It goes back to your common sense of why is the shooter walking around with the murder weapon when no one.
No, it goes back to the common sense is why is any adult near her?
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
alone when you. I gotta call my parents to come get me now.
So the lawyer, and I really gotta get out of it. He's made this statement, and we don't know if any of this is true, but recognize this, guys. There's a picture it's a picture of him in the military. This is a picture of the weapons platoon commander, Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 4th Marine. Despite a coordinated and aggressive effort that has included harassing my kids, contacting my clients and former clients to encourage them to sue me, contacting my colleagues or former employees, asking if I've abused them, showing up in my current employees' homes to harass them, filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrages and assertions to anyone who will listen, and having mysterious people follow me and my family, I'm still that guy. I won't be bullied or intimidated. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my client. The truth will reveal. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence.
Everything you just said
That's what he said. That's what.
Now, does
this
it
is what they're
matter
both
that
saying.
you are we talk about character, and Asha brought up your past history. If this is what you do, you're an ambulance chaser. You always filing these crazy lawsuits that never play out. This is your history. Does that play a part in it, Mike? If you're always that lawyer that's filing cases based off all of this stuff without proof.
If you're the rapper who allegedly was with underage women as Aaliyah and Foxy Brown, if you were the rapper who allegedly had somebody else take a charge for you for somebody getting stabbed at the tunnel, if you were the rapper who's been saying, we can go back and forth with this.
No, I'm saying if you're known for these cases.
And if you're known for that, and your homie is Diddy.
I don't think Jay-Z is known for drugging up 12 and 13-year-olds and allegedly running trains. He's not known for that. This lawyer is known for taking stupid cases that's proven not to be true.
And he's known for making an album with somebody everybody knew was doing it.
That's not the same.
How is that not the same? Why would I make an album with you?
All right. I think I made my point.
Wait, no. How'd you make your point? I just replied to everything you said. You want to put the lawyer's character, but then when I say you made an album and your co-partner didn't want to deal with the dude, you went along and made the album with him.
So me making an album is the same thing as me being a lawyer that files cases that I know is not true.
First of all, you don't know he doesn't know it's not true. Second
what
of all,
he knows is some shadiness behind it.
Okay, well then I'll go by your logic. You knew he was a pedophile, so why'd you make an album with him? I'll go the same way. I
guess you can say, why do you work with someone you know this person is locked did this crime? Why are you affiliated with this? You know,
I'm not working with a pedophile.
You don't know that. Well,
I know that.
I guess
I know.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's your gig right now. You don't know. You don't.
I know.
But I get it. I get what you're trying to say. But I'm saying that this lawyer, I know he knows.
Well, I'm saying the same thing you're saying about the lawyers. The same thing that can be said about him.
Doing an album, doing a song with somebody,
and going on tour with him
is the same thing as me knowing I'm trying to take you down. I'm trying to file a charge against you to take your money.
So I'm finding
get
clients.
You locked up.
I'm finding clients,
but
and I'm going to court. I'm not taking sides, people. Jay-Z's public character is very suspect. Afro Queen, I'm not even taking sides. I'm saying what I'm not going to do is get online and on here and start caping for these people when we know one thing we do know is this industry that they are a part of is something so treacherous that we don't even want to know. That's why those Diddy tapes are getting sold for $10, $15 million. People trying to scoop them things up so we don't see what we see. They don't ever want them joints to come out. The same way the Epstein situation got dragged and there was no official, people would give the list out, but there was no official list and they muddied the water so that when the list did come out, everybody was like, we don't know what's true or not true.
Should Hov know who this person is so he can defend himself?
I have no idea what the law states. I have no idea what the law states.
Now, I'm asking you. I'm asking Michael Sean. Should you know who your accuser are?
I guess when you go to court, if the law says I'm supposed to know, I should know.
So you think it'd be fair to you? I can make an allegation, not me, pause. Anybody can make an allegation against you and you don't know who it is and you can go to jail or pay fines.
We have to go to court.
But then I'm gonna have to know who you are, right? Then I can defend
eventually,
myself.
Yeah, you're gonna have to know who the person is when you go to court.
All right.
He made that album right after the video came out. There is for sure questions. People around him then every day know their character. They were there on the tours, parties, shows, tour buses, hotel rooms, groupies, etc. I know you're a child molester. I'm not working with you.
Well, that money, Ash, is different for a lot of people. A lot of people get quiet when that money coming in. The Farnsworth Bentleys of the world allegedly. I want to know where his book at. But yeah, you getting that money coming in, you get quiet. I'm getting my 10 stacks.
And it's called people getting scared to die. People scared to die.
Because money equals power. Power can get you taken out. You can get the shoot. Yeah. That too. It's all alleged, but hey, I'm giving people the benefit
it was
of the
all
doubt.
alleged.
I'm all about benefit of the doubt.
We
I'm all
had
about
the
innocent
same
until proven guilty.
conversation about Diddy. It is documentary. It's documented on his YouTube. Jay said it will blow over.
I thought this was America, people. Hove told you. I thought this was America.
You said it would blow over. I said it's never blowing over. And the longer Diddy sits in that jail and they leave him there, the most dangerous person is sitting right in that jail right now. That's the most dangerous person. Because if he feels his back's against the wall, you think Diddy's taking the fall and not bringing everybody with him? You already know. That's why 50's been so
that to be afraid. We ain't heard from Farnsworth Bentley. Ain't nobody heard from him.
They should be afraid of him, but he's like, hey. Truth be told, I'm not
Young Miami, his girlfriend should know stuff too. She ain't talking. Ain't nobody talking.
How is she going to talk? You were there. You can't talk about something that you may have taken part in. And now the exclusive parties, which I thank God every day, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and there'll be some people who will joke and be like, I thank God every day that in LA, for some reason, I turned around and never went back when it went incredibly well.
When you out in them LA streets with all them up and coming superstars.
It went, and y'all can believe me or not, there were contracts pushed in front of me. And by the grace of God, I had gotten busted, and my pager had gotten busted by not my wife. I don't know. She might have been my wife at the time or about to be my wife. And I said, I got to go home and fix this. And they said, it's over. You need to stay out here and sign this contract. And I got on that plane and I went, and I, to this day, can't explain why I never called Nickelodeon back, why I never called the agent back. I still got the business cards. Rudy Rush is my witness. They had me at tables when I take BET Comic View. They had me at a table in the lounge trying to get me the only, I don't know, I was just scared and just thought to myself, I can get this whenever I want.
Yeah, I got that.
I said, I'll be back when I get back. I never forget the day. I will say it again, when Mike Epps said, we were at the airport, we were both flying back, and Mike Epps said, when you coming back? And I said, I'll probably be back like in a month. He said, I'm coming back next week. And I never went back.
True Hollywood stories of Michael Sean.
And believe me, if you don't, only thing I know is I got Rudy Rush as my witness. He saw the meetings. I was the dude that was sent to the Beverly Hills in a cab and let the meter run. And there were two dudes in a hot tub, and the cell phone was floating on the hot tub. It was just floating. And when they walked, they never got out the hot tub. They opened the door and was talking to me. Two dudes in a hot tub. At that point, I didn't know that was sus. But now, as I'm older.
Like, who got the deal? Who got the money? Where the money at?
And I never forget, he said, who are you like? And he told me to look at all the comedian pictures that were up there. And I was like, who are you like? And I said, and this is me, because I'm a different person than I was back then. I'm a totally different person. I was like, I'm better than them.
I'm better than all of them.
Because my attitude was a whole different attitude back then. But I thank God every day.
There's a reason for it.
That there was a reason.
It wasn't your path at that time.
That I was not supposed to be there.
You'd have been three.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I would have been involved with out there. Because nobody understands, and I don't even claim to understand what it's like to have the whole world given to you, and you go like, just come be a part of this. How do you think so-and-so got on? How do you think so-and-so got on? Why do you think so-and-so's over there? Then you're at the parties with all these people. Cat Williams tried to tell you the mansion party. Cat Williams, I listen, I don't know why Cat Williams is on this planet. All I know is never in history have we watched somebody say something a year ago and sit on a couch and say what he said.
Same year. Yeah, he said it early this year. That this is about to happen this year, and it happens.
And this is what happens. Afro Queen, absolutely.
We're not meant to be there. In the hot tub with two guys.
I never got in the hot tub. Kept my clothes on, got back in the cab. And they were like, he's not our cup of tea.
Yeah, he ain't that. He ain't about that life. Next.
And I didn't even do anything to not be about that life. My arrogance got me kicked out. And there were a few people that they brought to the Laugh Factory. He's not our cup of tea.
No, not him.
I had never been heard. I had never been told that before in my 20s. The cup of tea thing. That phrase. We don't fuck with him. I had that phrase.
He didn't want to join the bubble bath.
He didn't get. He wasn't impressed by the hot tub. I was more sweating that the meter was running on the cab. I had never done that.
Wait here. I'll be back.
I never forget the dude that sent me was like, "Don't worry, just let the meter run." I said before I left, I said, "Yeah, who's gonna pay for the cab? No, just let the meter run. They'll bring you back." And then I was like, the whole time I'm in there, I was like, "Yo, remember this, y'all. There's no cell phones back then.
It's clicking.
It's clicking.
There's another $2. Just click. As long as I stand talking to you, another $2. Another $2.
That's all I'm thinking about. All I know is there's a phone that I still to this day. That was the first time the first time I saw a phone float in a hot tub was not in a rap video. It was in, and it was weird. It was like a townhouse type of house because I walked up steps. It was weird. It was weird for real. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's why I say just find that happiness. Real quick. Shout to Saquon Barkley because I'm really actually rooting for Saquon Barkley to break the rushing record against the Giants because that's the type of spiteful person I am. Because I want the general manager to actually have to get fired for doing what he did to Saquon Barkley. And this is going to bore the hell out of everybody. But I have to ask you this, Jay, because we won't talk for the rest of the day. Last night in the game, so sorry, y'all, I have to ask him this because I see a flaw in the rule. So the Cincinnati Bengals are playing the Cowboys. The Bengals are in their territory, deep in their territory. They have to punt the ball, right?
Back to the Cowboys.
They punt the ball to the Cowboys. The Cowboys block it, but it still goes like 25 yards. The ball bounces. The dude from the Cowboys goes to get it. He fumbles it, and the Bengals recover it. The announcer says if he never touched it, it would just be the Cowboy ball on so-and-so because the Cowboy player touched it. Correct?
That's the rule.
But if a Cowboy player already touched it on the block, shouldn't it already be a fumble?
No.
Why not?
We didn't go 10 yards. You got to go past 10 yards.
No, he kicked it and he blocked it.
I know, but if it goes after 10 yards, then it's free game. Then that's when that rule kicks in.
But why, if you touch it after 10 yards, if you touch the quarterback and you knock the ball out the quarterback's hand and it never goes forward, it's a fumble. It's a fumble right there. There's a flaw in this rule.
There's several flaws.
That don't make no sense.
You're backed up to your one.
No, but do you understand? If the quarterback's in shotgun and I smack the ball out the quarterback, what is it?
It's a ball is loose. Whoever recover it, got it.
But if the punter is standing the same place where the quarterback is, and you smack the ball in the same place,
you're declaring a punt versus a play. So yeah, it has to go 10 yards. The rules change. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You want it to be the same regardless.
No, because
if
it
you
is
block a punt is a loose ball. It should be right there.
But it is the same thing because if I block the punt and the guy jumps on it, it's a fumble. It's not the Bengals' ball.
That's true. If you block the punt
and you grab it right there, you have the ball. It's a fumble.
You taking over right in that spot. True. So it's like it's treated like an onside kick.
Right.
Punt rules and onside kicks are treated the same.
And I know that bored the hell out of y'all. Yeah. But when
there's some people that watch football that understood that.
Like it doesn't make that rule, and there's a few rules like that don't make any sense. That make no sense whatsoever.
I just like seeing Michael Parsons upset. I hate the Cowboys. I loved it.
I hate when they're this bad. because it didn't. Like I watched the game, but I wasn't even intense.
He powered it off. He walked off with 9 seconds on the field.
Oh
He powered. He couldn't understand how did we lose this game. They did. Y'all had it to win. It was over. The game was over.
Well, technically, what was it tied when they?
It was
punted?
tied, but you're gonna get the ball. You're gonna get a field goal. At a minimum, you're going to overtime. But to lose a game when you worked hard all game, all that pressure, and it came down
Well, that's
to that.
football karma for him hitting Joe Burrows late and them not calling it.
Yeah. So,
all right. So anyway, I had to get that because they're like 3 or 4 NFL rules that make no sense, but we just watch and go like, y'all need to fix that. Like y'all need to fix that.
He was butthurt. He was big hurt, butthurt. He was all of them hurts.
If you ever want to Google something, Google what he was accused of in college in his locker room. Google that in Penn State.
Michael Parsons?
Yeah, Google that.
I will.
And what he did to another man in the locker room.
Oh, maybe I won't.
Google it.
I need a flag to come out. Okay.
Google it. Just Google it. All right. That's all I'm telling you. All right. I got the car. I didn't even get to tell you I got the car.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. Let's talk about it tomorrow morning. All right.
We'll talk about it tomorrow morning. Hopefully, we won't have these problems tomorrow morning. And whenever there's something controversial that we may talk about, we're gonna put on the title "Prepping for the SATs."
ain't nothing wrong with that one. Ain't triggering nothing.
Prepping for the SATs. All right, y'all. We'll be more organized tomorrow. It wasn't our fault. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone or anybody take it from you. From Michael Sean, J Black, Sexy Mo, C Chong, from everybody in the Takeover Legends family. We will have a better show tomorrow, hopefully with no technical difficulties. I'm gone. Gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also